Happy Friday. I hope you all had a great week. I know I did. Thank you for being here again today so I can connect with you all as grandparents, single moms, and single dads. And I hope that your week was good with the grandkids and getting up and going to work and dropping those kids off. I know it can be a struggle sometime and it takes a village, but that's why I'm here, so we can discuss these things. Hi, I'm Nana Nene. Thanks for joining me again. You know, we pedal backwards just so I can explain to you my experience as being a grandma and what my single daughter has been experiencing since she found out she was pregnant. And today, I want to reflect on last week's video when I was explaining the Blessing Way baby shower. There was an element in there where I sent out invitations to the Blessing Way. And I wanted to highlight something that triggered me. I got a little emotional on that last video, and I'll explain to you why I got emotional. But it has something to do with mean girls. We've all experienced mean people. I've experienced mean people, but mean girls can be the worst. And in the Blessing Way video, I explained to you about the invitations that I sent out. And there were some cards inside the invitation that let the people write down what their wishes are for the baby, the unborn baby. And one of my bestest friends, she wrote on hers several things, but one that really got me emotional was the one that she said, you know, baby, I hope you do not ever experience mean girls. And gosh, it just gets me emotional just thinking about it. But that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about mean girls, especially when a single mom is pregnant. So this is my experience with that. So my daughter, when she was pregnant, she was 8 months pregnant. She has a Facebook page. And at that point in her pregnancy, she was spiraling down. She was fearful how she was going to support the baby, pay for the delivery, all of that stuff. And I can only imagine as a single mom how fearful that could be, how concerned you are. So it was her birthday, and on Facebook she announced that it was her birthday and wanted to do a GoFundMe page. And so she was asking people to help donate for her birthday to go towards the delivery of her baby. This is, you know, what she wanted to do. She didn't ask me my opinion on it. She just did it. So I didn't even know about it until she brought it to my attention when one of my friends commented on that post that she put on Facebook. And in that thread, and I'm going to call her Maggie. Maggie, close enough. Her name is Maggie, we'll say. And Maggie posted on that in big red letters, awkward, awkward, awkward. And my daughter was just like, wow, of all people, Maggie, she would put that. Maggie has been my friend for over 40 years. We went to college together. We were in each other's weddings. I used to, go to the lake house with her. We go way, way back. And I was just taken back at her comment. And I'm thinking, why didn't she, if she didn't like what my daughter posted, why didn't she just keep scrolling and ignore it? Why be a bully? Why be a bully on social media? Why be a troll? She could have kept scrolling, or she could have donated. It's not like money's an issue for her. And, or she could have just, picked up the phone and texted my daughter and say, hey, it's going to be okay. I can help you morally, give you some moral support. Let's talk about this. But no, she showed no concern. So when my daughter showed me this awkward on her thread, My daughter just deleted it and texted Maggie and said, why would you put that on there? And Maggie comment was, you can figure it out. Figure it out. And so my daughter's texting her again and says, why can't you be supportive? And she said, you should be ashamed of yourself. So my daughter is sending me these text messages, and I've saved them just so that, I can remind myself, oh yeah, she's a mean girl. She's always been a mean girl. Even when we were growing up as, young adults, she was always one of those mean girls. And so my daughter, just decided, okay, she wants to shame me. Done. Delete, delete, delete. So I did the same thing. I deleted Maggie from Facebook, Instagram, phone calls, text messages. I deleted her. I figured, you know what? If you can't be supportive of my daughter, that she's known you all of her life, and then all of a sudden you're being mean and ugly to her, especially on social media, I'm done. So yeah, I blocked her. I just wanted to prevent any more bullying in any way, shape, or form from Maggie. So then my daughter and I forgot about it. And then 2 years later, I get a note in the mail, and it's addressed to my daughter and I. I get this note 2 years later from Maggie. And in her note, she was explaining a lot has changed. Well, I don't care what's changed in your life. And she said, during that time, I was confident in you. No, what were her words? My confidence in you, she's directing this to my daughter, my confidence in you collided with your fear. And I'm thinking, she showed no confidence. She was shaming. All of her words on text messaging was shaming. And she showed no confidence. And I'm thinking, no, this is patronizing and gaslighting. This is what this note is about. It's patronizing and gaslighting my daughter and me. So I opened up my text messages and responded back to her. And I, thank you for the note, but you never acknowledged what you actually did. 2 years ago, you never acknowledged. So I sent that back to her through a text message. It was a couple, 2 or 3 paragraphs. And I, said to her, blessings to you. I wish you well, but I'm still blocking you. And so after I sent it, I noticed that she read it, I don't know, a day or 2 later. And then I went ahead and blocked her again. So that was my experience with my daughter of her being fearful and somebody attacking her that way on social media and then through text messaging. So I wanted to know, have any of you single moms ever had anybody try to make you feel bad or try to shame you or question you about having a baby as a single mom, giving birth as a single mom? Has anybody of you ever experienced that? I'd like to know. So if you would, in the comments below, let me know if you've experienced something. And let's try and keep it positive. No more shaming anybody. Just explain to me what your experience was and how you got through it. And I appreciate you watching my video today. If you would subscribe and give me a thumbs up, it would be greatly appreciated. Peace. Have a good weekend and give those grandkids big hugs and kisses. Bye for now.